What is up, YouTube? Wonderful world of odd here. I'm just going to let this video kind of speak for itself as we go along here. I'll leave links in the description to all these things. First of all, I want to say Israel is a people. It's not a country. Just like the Federal Reserve sounds like it's an official bank of the United States when it's actually a privately owned bank. You can look into that. I'm not saying there aren't real Israelis and Jews living in Israel, but it's just a name and a place. So you can come look at this article here. The Rothschilds own Israel, directed its genocidal policy. This should be known to y'all for a long time now. I mean, everybody knows this, but I'm going to go a little deeper into it. There's some graphic material here. If you want to turn this off now or turn away. Let me start this over. Here, this is just like a teenager carrying a flag near the fence over here during these protests. I mean, number one, why can't you cross the fence in the first place? I mean, if you, all you're doing is protesting, but you know what, I'm going to stay out of all that. Is this action justified? You tell me.
ويقوم الآن وضع القناص عليه إصابة هذا المواطن إصابة في قدمه على يده ويقوم الآن وضع القناص عليه إصابة هذا المواطن إصابة في قدمه على يده.
So I'm going to let Blackstone Intelligence Network give you his view on this. I'll leave a link in the description, of course, to his video here. Kind of going over the same thing, but with his thoughts on it.
Just remember, this is what Israel does to civilians. And if you think that this kind of behavior is okay, think about it in terms of how we handle things here in the United States. When the hundreds of people that were out at the Bunkerville Bundy Ranch in 2014, as they approached the fence, where on the other side were a bunch of BLM, the different federal goons on the other side of the fence, as these American citizens approached the fence, what if the people on the other side, what if the government agents just started shooting them? What if they just started killing them? Would we be okay with that? Of course we wouldn't.
So here I am at the U.S. State Department. Well, here at this news source, and I will leave a description, but it's about the U.S. State Department blames Hamas for Israel's murder of Gaza children. There's a whole other incident. Of course, I'll leave a link. Let's just read a little bit of it. U.S. State Department absolves Israel of responsibility for the murder of 4 Palestinian children in Gaza on Wednesday, placing the blame squarely on Hamas. The 4 children were killed and 3 others badly wounded by Israel fire as they played on a beach in Gaza on Wednesday afternoon. Dozens of international journalists stationed at a nearby Al Deira hotel watched in horror at the initial strike. Israeli fire chased after the terrified children as they ran for their lives, screaming for help, firing at them a second time. I'm going to leave it there. You can read this article. Unbelievable. Let's hear it from the department themselves. Let's hear what they got to say about these kind of things. Sorry about that. Here we go.
plans to
It is the U.S. State Department.
In the Palestinian
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I think the ambassador was clear in his remarks. He put out a tweet this morning. If I could try to find it here, he says he was misquoted in various reports stemming from an interview that was published today. The United States is not seeking to replace Mahmoud Abbas. It is for the Palestinian people to choose its leadership. So I think he was clear in his response to that.
But why not? I mean, you guys aid the Palestinian authorities. It seems that the Palestinian leadership has not been able to sort of deliver.
That is up for the Palestinian people to decide.
And one other question. Tomorrow there are going to be marches. They're called the return marches to celebrate Land Day. The Israelis deployed something like 100 snipers around Gaza. There's likely to be a bloodbath. Are you calling on the Israelis to refrain from desert force?
I would call on you to not use that kind of language.
What language?
Language. It sounds like you're calling for that yourself. Look.
I'm not calling for that myself. I'm saying that people are maybe marching in the tens of thousands. The Israelis are saying that they have deployed. I'm not saying that. They're saying that they have deployed snipers and so on. This is likely to result in bloodshed. Do you call on them to refrain from using excessive force?
I certainly hope you're wrong. We don't like to hear excessive language in conjunction with an area that is so sensitive. Israel, has certainly put on heightened.
So there you go. I'm sorry about the glitchiness of the video, but we got the audio there with the words at the bottom. Let's let Israel, just continue to kill these people, but let's don't talk about it. We don't want to talk about it. I mean, that'd be horrible to say it. Doing it's one thing, but talking about it is another. So I am going to show you my web search right here. This is the Rothschild star. It's easy to do. And Rothschild wasn't their original name. It means red shield. They changed their star from red to blue. There is no Star of David in the Bible. This is a satanic sign. Let's look up the Khazarian star. People need to look up who these Khazarians were. Once again, it's the same star that the Rothschilds that they have in Israel. It's on your money. Look it up. So let's go to the Bible and look into this just a little more. Here in Revelations, this is 3:9. Behold, I will make them the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and know that I have loved thee. Synagogue of Satan, who say they are Jews and are not. Revelations 2:9. I know thee works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich, and I know the synagogue of Satan. Once again, I'll state this. Israel is a people. It's the 12 tribes. You can cut out a piece of land and call it whatever you want. And like I said, I'm not saying there's not true Jews and true Israel, Israelites from the 12 tribes is there. What I'm saying is, just like everything, the people at the top, Muslim, Jews, whatever, that say they're one thing, but they're Satanists and they're actually something else. I'll finish it with this article here. Check it out. All right, thank you, Wonderful World of Odd here. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it helps to open someone's eyes to what's really going on, man.